On a fresh spring morning, a gentle breeze carried the green, woody scent of the trees from the modest neighborhood where Luan lived. He woke up before the alarm, his body tense, as if his heart already knew this would be the most important day of his life so far. He lay there for a few minutes, eyes fixed on the white ceiling, listening to the distant rumble of motorcycles and birdsong. His mind spun between hope and dread. Today, after months of mentally rehearsing every word and gesture, he was finally going to confess his feelings to Clarice. Luan was too skinny for the standards the school enforced. Thin arms, protruding collarbones, a delicate face that made him look younger than he was. Ever since elementary school, he'd carried cruel nicknames: stick figure, walking broomstick, bamboo, dry twig. Kids threw them like stones. He learned to laugh along, but each joke left an invisible bruise on his soul. He got up slowly, went to the bathroom, and while brushing his teeth, stared at himself in the mirror. He tried to smile. It came out crooked, scared. He took a deep breath, rested his hands on the cold sink, and whispered, "Today, it's going to work. Today, I'll speak." The night before, he had spent hours writing and rewriting a simple note on an ordinary piece of paper that, to him, felt sacred. "Clarice, I like you. I wanted to tell you this before fear spoke for me." He folded it carefully and slipped it into the pocket of his jeans. He left the house with his heart trying to leap out of his mouth. The walk to school, usually 10 minutes, felt endless. Sweaty palms, dry throat, wobbly legs. When he arrived, the gate was crowded, groups shouting, backpacks tossed on the ground, the bell ringing. To Luan, everything moved in slow motion. He only saw one spot in the courtyard: Clarice sitting on a concrete bench, brown hair loose, laughing softly at something one of her friends was saying, her smile lighting up everything as if the sun had risen just for her. He took 3 deep breaths. First step, second step, each heavier than the last. When he got close, her 2 friends noticed him first. One elbowed the other, both turned with malicious grins. "Hi, Clarice?" His voice barely a thread. She looked up, surprised, and smiled sweetly. "Hi, Luan. Everything okay?" He tried to speak, his throat locked. I wanted to give you something." He pulled the note from his pocket with a hand shaking so hard the paper almost fell. Before he could fully extend it, one of the girls let out a loud laugh. "Oh my God, he's going to confess." The other piled on without mercy. "Him? The kid who disappears if he turns sideways?" The whole courtyard seemed to laugh with them. The laughter echoed like hammer blows. Luan's face burned, his eyes stung. Clarice didn't laugh, but she didn't say anything either, just looked down, uncomfortable, caught between her friends and the scene. And her silence hurt more than all the mockery combined. Luan slowly lowered his arm, stuffed the crumpled note back into his pocket, and turned away without a word. He walked as if the ground were sinking beneath him, the laughter still clinging to his back. He entered the empty school hallway. The gray walls seemed to close in. He stopped by a fogged-up window, let a tear roll down, quickly wiped it with his sleeve, glancing around to make sure no one saw. In that moment of absolute pain, something shifted inside him. The cruel rejection, Clarice's silence, the laughter, instead of destroying him completely, planted a hard, hot seed in his chest. A silent promise. He would never again let himself be reduced to those nicknames. Never again would he let fear speak for him. Luan's story was only just beginning. What was born there, between hidden tears and an undelivered note, would be the first chapter of a transformation no one, not even he himself, could yet imagine. From a shy boy ashamed of his body to someone who would learn to take up space, to raise his own voice, and above all, to love himself exactly as he was.